What's going on, guys? Happy Tuesday here. This is Ryan Knows Tech from TechInform.us. Today, another request video. This is about my thoughts on Windows. One of my last videos, I guess I made some derogatory comebacks about Windows, and I'd like to clear everything up on my thoughts on Windows. That's actually a really good request. So, January of 2010, I made the plunge on the 11th. I ordered my 13-inch MacBook Pro, 2.5 gigahertz. It arrived on the 13th. Ever since, I've been using Mac OS 10.6.4, 5, 6, whatever it is now, 10.6 point, that's what I mean. Been Snow Leopard, all the additions after that. Anyhow, the experience has been very positive, I have to say. Now, there are a couple things I miss about Windows. As a Mac user, will I be going back to Windows? Not if they keep things up the way they have. By they, I mean Microsoft. I simply don't feel that Microsoft Windows XP, Vista 7, and what I am hearing about 8, whenever that's released, probably 1 to 2 years from now, will compete with a user such as myself. You know, there's no clear answer, which is better, all right? There just isn't. There's not a clear answer. It depends on what kind of user you are. And the user that I am, I like to think that I'm somewhat of a power user. I need more power than the average PC can bring me. That brings me up to a Mac, better graphics. I believe it's better hardware from the way it's built. There's more gold used. It's simply better built than a PC. Now, I know a ThinkPad is an incredibly well-built machine, but pick up a ThinkPad. You hear all the plastic squeaking together, and there's flex points in it. Where a MacBook Pro is all aluminum. Well, yeah, what happens if you drop it? You're going to get a massive dent in it, versus probably nothing with a ThinkPad. But for everyday wear and tear, the MacBook Pro has been very good versus the other 8 PCs I've used in my lifetime. So, as a Mac user, I do not feel that Windows is sufficient for what I do as far as editing the hardware that comes with a PC. You do pay more and get less for a Mac as far as raw numbers, you know, gigahertz and RAM and stuff like that. All the numbers aren't going to match up price-wise with a PC, but the performance is still there in the operating system. As far as I'm concerned, is far superior. Your vulnerability against viruses and attacks is significantly lower. Not eliminated. You can still get it, but it's much harder. Applications don't randomly quit responding. That just doesn't happen. You open Safari, it doesn't take 30 seconds, 1. And 2, when it opens, it's here. You don't wait 5 minutes for it. Like with some PCs. Now, not every PC is like that. Depends on your hardware, your Windows installation. There's something else. Windows installations. You install Windows in January. By July, it is so full of crap and fragmented, it's virtually unusable. I mean, I would literally reinstall Windows 7 when I used it every 6 to 8 months because I had to. I've been using the same copy of OS X since January. Yeah, I think I cleaned out my recycle bin a few times. I've never run any cleanup software. And it is still very, very, very fast. Granted, the specifications of this machine are far superior to any PC I've owned. So, do I hate Windows? No. Windows has a place, and that place is in the business world. For some reason, well, because they control like 96% of the market, all these software vendors of security software have gone to the PC market. Well, that's just the way it started out. It's cheaper. The hardware is easily distributed. PCs are better in the business world. They're just cheaper. Plus, it runs Windows. Windows is very universal. Is it stable? I don't think so. From my experiences, is it secure? Hell no. But that's why there's all this software for it. And if the Mac became so popular in the business world, obviously somebody and some group of people would find a way to get into it and protrude it. And, you know, Windows, at least it's been here for so long. It has the vitality against you know, I guess it kind of has... It knows. It's had so many viruses, Microsoft knows what to do about them now. So, will I switch back? No. Depends on the kind of user you are if you want to switch over. Editing, I find to be much easier. Photo management, it's just a prettier operating system. I really like OS X. What would Windows have to do to make me switch back? At this point, I don't really think there is anything Windows can do. I'm not a Microsoft hater. If I saw Bill Gates, I actually have met him. But if I met him again, I would not shake his hand with my hands down my pants 30 seconds before or something like that. But It's just not what I'm looking for as a computer user. Maybe it is what you're looking for. More power to you. Go buy Windows 8. Will I be using Windows 8? Yeah, hell yeah. I'm gonna get it, run Boot Camp on the Mac. I don't have Windows installed on the Mac right now because I don't need it. But if I ever in the future did need the compatibility, I would either virtualize it. I definitely have the power to do that, or I have the disk space to set aside 50 or 100 gig and then install Windows 7. And Windows 7, I'm serious here, runs better on my MacBook Pro than my Lenovo 550, my ThinkPad, HPs I've had in the past, the Dell upstairs. Everything works on a Mac when installed. If not, you plug in your OS X disk, 30 seconds, puts the Apple stuff on it. Everything works. And it's smooth and it's fast. It's not a Mac experience because it's not OS X. But those are my thoughts on Windows. I don't hate it. It's a good operating system. It's not for me. That's what I'm trying to say. So leave your thoughts on Windows, or if they're negative about OS X, please leave those. I'd love to read what you guys think about OS X and Windows. Hopefully this can be a comment-heavy video. I look forward to reading and responding to those as required. For future information, my Twitter account is in the subbar below, twitter.com/JamesRSchultz. Our website for future reference is techinform.us, also down below. And then tonight, or every Tuesday night from 8 to 9, times have changed. It's 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or actually we're on daylight time right now, but it's 8 o'clock East Coast time. Until 9 on ustream.tv/techinformus. Actually, ustream.tv/user. Make sure you put user in there. And then that link is also down below. So I'll see you guys in just about 3 hours or in Wednesday's video.